I asked ChatGPT about Project 2025. ChatGPT: what I am interested in is Project 2025, key points, and what Trump has done that aligns with the project. ChatGPT said, Project 2025 is a comprehensive plan developed by the Heritage Foundation, a prominent conservative think tank, to reshape the U.S. federal government if a Republican, likely Donald Trump, returns to power in 2025. It's officially called Mandate for Leadership, the Conservative Promise. The project is a 900-plus page policy and staffing blueprint aiming to overhaul the federal bureaucracy, expand presidential power, and implement far-right conservative policy across all agencies. Key points of Project 2025: presidential power expansion, dismantle the administrative state, career civil servants, and replace them with loyal political appointees. Use the Schedule F executive order, briefly enacted by Trump in 2020, to reclassify tens of thousands of federal workers and fire those deemed disloyal. Departmental overhauls. Eliminate or consolidate federal agencies viewed as obstacles to conservative goals, e.g., Department of Education, Department of Energy. Replace leadership and staff at agencies like the FBI, DOJ, IRS, CDC with political loyalists. Rollbacks of social programs and regulations. Rollback climate initiatives, LGBTQ+ protections, DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion programs. Reverse clean energy policies and environmental protections. Privatize social safety net programs and reduce federal oversight. Immigration crackdown mass deportations using expanded military powers. Restore and expand the travel ban and public charge rule. Push for ending birthright citizenship through executive action or reinterpretation of the 14th Amendment. Education ban, critical race theory, and DEI from public education. Promote school choice, religious schooling, and parental control over curriculum. Culture war agenda. Advance anti-abortion policies, including national restrictions. Use federal agencies to promote biblical values. Restrict rights of transgender individuals. Foreign policy shift. Dismantle globalist institutions and alliances. Favor unilateral military action and protectionist trade policies. Law and order expand policing and surveillance powers. Curtail protest rights and restrict civil liberties in the name of order. Media and censorship. Investigate and potentially prosecute journalists or tech platforms accused of bias, defund, or dismantle public media, like NPR, PBS.
How Trump already aligns with or has acted on Project 2025 Goals Schedule F, Civil Service Purge Tool. Trump signed this executive order in October 2020. Though it was never widely implemented before Biden rescinded it, Trump has promised to revive it on day one of a second term. Project 2025 heavily relies on it. Loyalty-driven appointments. Trump has already shown preference for personal loyalty over qualifications. Project 2025 calls for a deep bench of vetted loyalists ready to take over federal positions. Agency overhauls. Trump previously tried to slash the budgets or eliminate agencies like the EPA, NEA, and even the Department of Education. These goals are reiterated in Project 2025, Immigration. He implemented family separations, remain in Mexico, and tried to end DACA. Project 2025 recommends going further, including using the military for mass deportations, anti-DEI and anti-trans policies. Trump banned diversity training in federal agencies and military. Project 2025 would expand these efforts system-wide and implement national restrictions on transgender healthcare and visibility. Abortion. Trump appointed the Supreme Court justices who overturned Roe v. Wade. Project 2025 advocates using the Comstock Act and 1800s anti-obscenity law to ban abortion pills nationwide. Climate and energy. Trump withdrew from the Paris Agreement, slashed EPA regulations. Project 2025 calls for ending all green energy subsidies and fast-tracking oil and gas drilling. Election law and DOJ interference. Trump repeatedly pressured DOJ to support false election claims. Project 2025 wants to remove independence from DOJ and make the Attorney General fully answerable to the President. Christian Nationalism Project 2025 openly aligns with Christian nationalist language. Trump has embraced this in speeches, portraying himself as a protector of Christian values against secular liberalism. Why This Matters Project 2025 is not just a policy document, it's a staffing and execution plan for a second Trump term. It represents the culmination of efforts to institutionalize authoritarian tendencies, weaken checks and balances, and reorient federal power toward a hard-right ideological agenda. Trump has endorsed its ideas indirectly through campaign promises, and many of his allies are directly involved in the project's creation.
Summary of the evolution 2016 to 2020. Trump disrupted norms, tested legal limits, but was often restrained by courts, staff, and institutions. Project 2025 turns Trumpism into a systematic roadmap with legal and staffing tools to prevent resistance next time. Trump 2025 promises closely follow Project 2025. His campaign adopts many ideas almost verbatim, but adds rhetoric promising vengeance and retribution.
Thanks for sticking with us this far. Our goal is simple: give you something to think about. Don't be part of the silent majority. Subscribe so you don't miss future videos, and above all, keep seeking the truth. Thanks again for watching.